Meet Carolyn, an everyday student like yourself. What are you reading there, Carolyn? Looks like Carolyn is having difficulty understanding Edward Bellamy's complex ideal socioeconomic theories, as described in his novel Looking Backwards. If only there was a way for Carolyn to see and experience these ideas in action. Well, now there is. Introducing Outside the Book Incorporated.
Here at OTB, we can transport you to any literary world of your choice.
That's right. Have you ever wanted to pay a visit to Hogwarts? Middle-earth? 11th century Scotland? War-torn Germany? Or even Bellamy's utopian city of Boston in the year 2000.
Let's get started! The fact that we can transfer views to different worlds is the storage space, because once you get to treatment, you'll able to do that anytime. You'll find water, and when you get back, you just relate it, and you don't need
OTB Incorporated offers a wide selection of transportational portals.
I believe this is the door you're looking for. Have a pleasant trip.
Dr. Lees is one of the company's highly skilled professionals. He will assure that the transition into your literary world is as quick and simplistic as possible. This simple device assures your safe return at any time that is convenient to you. Just press the red button. Okay?
Okay.
Watch closely now.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, year 2000, and Edward Bellamy's idea of an ideal world. Oh look, it's our protagonists, Julian West and Edith Wheat. Oh, Edith! Carolyn here is new in town. The Leets have distinct fondness for using intricate and mind-numbing sentences to describe the society in great length.
Well, I'll meet you later for dinner, ladies. Come on, I'll show you around.
We find our friends preparing to go out shopping.
As you'll see, there's neither buying nor selling of goods these days. The distribution is handled very differently.
No buying. How do you acquire belongings?
We have a system of credit. Since no one has paid anything, money is useless.
Well, there are no taxes of any kind, so what happens to the extra money?
Well, we're given much each year we're not likely to spend it on, so the excess will go back to the government.
This is all so confusing. Edith, perhaps you could show Carolyn.
Come, I'll show you our store.
Store? Only one?
Well, we have others, but it's not usual to go to. Our store has everything we need.
Where is the clerk?
I'm in need of the clerk. I've not selected anything yet.
Don't they help you decide what to buy?
In your day, the livelihood of the clerk depended on selling us unneeded goods. Today, he works for the government and does not need that money.
Don't clerks at least give you information about the goods?
Everything they ever need about the goods, we are shown on this card right here. We will summon the clerk when we need to buy something. Miss Lee, how may I help you? Yeah, I'd like a dozen forks, this style, please. That style, all right. Order 8. fill out your receipt. There you are. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant evening. You too.
Wait, you forgot your forks.
Oh, we are not given the forks here. The store will be huge. It will be sent to the store from the information on this card and then shipped to our house through vacuum tubes.
What about international trade?
Well, the same thing you would order, I assume, but everything you need to know or have is right in the United States. Say you wanted something special from France, you could do it, but it would just take longer.
I see.
Come, let's be off to home.
Now we come to what many would consider the most important aspect of society, the educational system. Carolyn, if you decide to stay for any period of time, you will be enrolled in one of the finest schools of all time.
Now that education is compulsory for all 18 grades, from ages 6 to 21, you'll have plenty of opportunities to learn.
That's right, Edith. And now that education is sponsored by the state, it's cheap enough that everyone has equal opportunities. Carolyn may be wondering what happens if the government runs out of money. Well, that would never happen. But hypothetically, the government would pick those that need the education most, and not the brightest.
We would never want a huge gap between the smartest of our society and those with a more limited mental capacity. So, we would prefer everyone be equal, even if no one is brilliant.
Luckily, that situation is utterly impossible. Let's talk to a sample student to get a real taste of the environment.
Oh, Victoria! Hi, dear. How are you? I'm fantastic, because nowadays, physical education is prized as highly as mental education. I'm as strong as I am smart. P2 = MC²! Oh, isn't that simply delightful?
Isn't that fantastic? Let's move on. Higher education is very important as well. Students have the freedom to choose which trade they want to study, such as medicine or chemistry.
Now, Carolyn, you wouldn't want to enroll in a vocational school just to avoid being in the industrial army. Not that you'd want to, of her. But you'd have to take these classes very seriously, as they are quite rigorous. Of course, you do have the options of changing your profession or dropping out.
Well, that's very interesting. Let's keep going. So, I see women are at work just as much as men. That's encouraging.
Yes, we are all equal now. Women have just as many opportunities as men in the workplace. However, we are seen as precious.
Precious?
Oh, yes, because, you see, women are capable of childbearing and men are not. Therefore, we get shorter work days, more vacations, and sometimes we're even pampered.
Oh, now one thing I haven't heard much about is religion. What's the deal with that?
Oh, we are all free to worship as we choose. However, in your day, religion was all about asking for things. But now we have everything we could possibly want, so our religious time is spent giving thanks for this wonderful bounty.
Now I see. Now I was just wondering about your free time. As you can imagine, Carolyn, citizens in Bellamy's world have a lot of time for leisure.
That's very true, especially for those over 35. And that's the prime of life nowadays, you know, who are no longer needed in the industrial army. We have a lot of free time.
And there are many ways to spend that time. Intellectual debates are common, as is reading, listening to music, and sports.
I've heard that in your day, people actually played sports to make a living? How absurd! Stay, it's done only for the glory.
Well, that seems quite sensible. And what about other entertainment, Edith?
Well, we have many literary classics, of course. Homer, Shakespeare, Dickens. He was a true genius, you know. But now we have many other options. For example, I would strongly recommend Berrien's Penthesilea, a true portrait of the 21st century.
You there, happy reader of books. Which of these novels is your favorite?
Well, I really like In the Beginning and Past and Present. But definitely anything Nesmith. And for poetry, I adore Oates. Carolyn, do you enjoy music? Well, then take a listen at this.
This unique system enables any listener who purchases one of these devices to listen to music 24 hours a day. Different chambers from around the city have orchestras, bands, operas, quartets broadcasting at different times of the day, when you can tune into. Want to wake up with a bang? Set your device to turn on at 7 a.m. to listen to the Turkish Reveille.
Well, are you having fun then, Carolyn? Let's continue. Now, Carolyn, in order to become a member of our revolutionary society, you're going to need to live like one of us.
That's right. Along with the right to reap the benefits offered by our plentiful government, you will also assume responsibility in our industrial army. After graduating from secondary school, you will begin the first 3 years. In these first 3 years, you will work as a common laborer. Everyone works in one of these jobs at some point in their life, so these workers are never looked down upon. For example, if you find yourself serving some friends of the family at the communal dining area, there would be no awkwardness at all. Everyone always thinks of each other as equals.
May I please have some more wine, my non-awkward friend and wait staff member? Thank you.
Once you have completed 3 years of generic labor service, you may select your intended skill or occupation. You will learn this trade through an apprenticeship with an accomplished member of your chosen profession. Carolyn's apprenticeship will last as long as it takes for her to learn the trade. Once she is done, she can enter the field. The quality of her work will not affect her income, but she works extra hard anyway to achieve the honor and glory of a job well done. As Carolyn improves in her trade, she will have the opportunity to move up the ranks of honor. For each occupation there are 3 ranks: gilt, silver, and iron. Where occupational hierarchy ends, political hierarchy begins. Say an accomplished member of the iron grade has ambitions to become an esteemed leader. He or she is in position to take a stab at the ladder of political hierarchy. Elected officials begin at head of trade. One step above that is the head of your trade's alliance with the 10 other trades. Following that is the title of lieutenant, colonel, and many more. The highest possible political ranking is President of the United States. In order to attain these positions of high esteem, a candidate must be elected. The only members of society allowed to vote at the retired members of the trade, the occupational alumni. The system eliminates favoritism and bribery, although it is partially impossible anyway because all citizens have equal income. The government here is so much more organized than in Edward Bellamy's time. All of the community lives perfectly without any worries or cares. Now that you've experienced the wonders of looking backwards, 20th century world, do you feel you have a better understanding of the material? Are you ready for that English test on Tuesday? Time to head home. No. Bye-bye, Carolyn.
This has been a production of Outside the Book Incorporated. So you read along, but you don't understand. You need to find a company to give you a hand. Did the author stay consistent with the things that he preached? Did he really believe that world peace could be reached? Were all comparisons conforming and pleasant? Was there really no distinction from a king to a peasant? You need to learn these theories and decide what you feel. And what better way than to live them for real? So give us a call or come take a look. If you want to pass English, got a thing up by the